right, what's going on? We're here at the 2019 Michigan Junior uh, State Championship for the Scholastic players here, and this is one of the best tournaments of the year. Actually, probably the best tournament of the year here. We're at Oakland University in Rochester Hills, and I'm here with one of the stars of this tournament here, Roshan, and he actually attends the Roper School, and he's going to show us his second round game, Roshan?
Yeah.
Okay, second round game. And you were playing here Justin Song, who's rated, what was his rating?
17 something.
1700. And what's your rating currently?
1350
1350.
something.
Okay. How do you like this place that we're in here, Oakland University? You think?
It's pretty nice.
Is it nice?
Yeah, I've been here a couple times.
Couple times. All right. Now, before we get into this game, who taught you how to play chess, actually?
My parents taught me, actually. My dad, my mom.
Okay, they both kind of taught you, huh?
Yeah, they were teaching me whatever they knew. And yeah.
Okay. All right. So here, let's get into this game here. Now, for those of you who are watching this on YouTube, make sure you like the video, share the video to as many chess enthusiasts as you can, and also subscribe to the Michigan Chess Association channel. Remember, we have Michigan Chess Association Twitter feed as well, Twitter account as well, and also a Michigan Chess Association Facebook. All right, so let's get into the game here, and here we go. So we're gonna pull up our magical chessboard, and here, Roshan, you had the black pieces, and the first move that was played by your opponent is e4, and here you played c5, and this is called the Sicilian. So, how long have you been playing Sicilian?
I don't know. I think somewhere around here.
Okay. And so, what is your opinion on playing this way with black?
It's if you play it right, it's normally results in a good game. This isn't the most example of that, but
Well, I mean, that's a Sicilian player, right? Because it's like you're gonna have a big time imbalance game, and either you have chances to win,
yeah.
but you also have chances to lose, right? So, I mean, it's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be exciting, whether it's for white or for black, right? So here, after c5, here you see knight to f3, knight c6, and then d4. So this is the open Sicilian. Knight takes d4, and then g6 is played. And this signifies the beginning of the dragon, or accelerated dragon here. And do you know the reason why they call it the dragon?
It's somewhat something to do with that, like bishop going across the board.
No, actually, it's this here. So the pawn that's on like h7, g6, f7, e7, and d6. Usually this pawn is actually on d6 actually, and they said this looks like a dragon. This pawn formation.
Looks like a snake.
Right. So that's why they call it the dragon there. But here you played after g6. He plays knight c3, and then here you play bishop e7. Bishop e3 is played, and then here e6. And then here he plays f3, and then you go knight e7, and then he goes bishop c4. And then here, one thing I do know, when you're playing Sicilian, the most important square is d5. Whenever you can get in d5 without weakening your position or making it bad for yourself, you should do so. So I'm wondering if D5 is the best move now, and I believe so. You play that good. Excellent. So D5, and so the thing is with the accelerated dragon is the difference is you hold back the D pawn. Instead of playing D6, you're able to play D5 in one tempo. Okay? And actually it worked out really good for you here in this position. Yeah. So here, after E takes D5, and you play E takes D5, okay. Whatever, knight takes is better, but it's okay. Then he goes bishop to B3, and then here you castle, and he castles. And now you're gonna play an isolated queen pawn position here.
Wait, he castles?
Oh, he didn't? Oh no, he doesn't. I'm sorry. He plays queen D2, right? And so, well, actually, I don't think I like queen D2 as much. So he's trying to play in a way like a English attack, right? But it's different because the isolated queen pawn position is not the same position as it would in normal dragon positions. And here you have this isolated queen pawn, and the positive of having this isolated queen pawn is it gives you a space advantage. And with a space advantage, you normally want to keep the pieces on the board to take advantage of some of the squares that you're able to use for those pieces. Now, the negative is that pawn has to be guarded by a piece. And also, the square in front of that piece is usually a weak square, in which he has a knight here. So black should aim at occupying good squares with his pieces and not doing so many trades. Now, it's okay to trade if you have an advantage in a certain area, because I will tell you this looks like a king in the center to me, by the way. So I might be looking at doing some trades just because that king is in. Ooh, actually, oh my goodness. Yes, that king is in the center, and now I think I do want to trade. Because the rule when a king is in the center is that everything your coach told you not to do, like isolated pawn, I shouldn't trade, space, I shouldn't trade. If the king is in the center, all that goes out the window. You're trying to do as much as you can to get to this king while it's still there. And guess what? This queen D2 move has to be a mistake. Because he did that instead of castling, and your king's castling. Look at this open E file. So let me ask you something. Let's say I traded here. What do you think he would take with?
The bishop?
Okay, so take with the bishop. And let's say I did some more trades here. Take with the queen. And let's say I was a young player, right? And I just like to attack queens, right?
Yeah.
So I attack the queen, and then where do you think the queen would go?
Well, it could take on D5, but I don't think that's.
Oh, okay, let's say you take over D5. What kind of king is this? Do you think we can check the king, maybe?
Yeah, bro, rookie 8, queen 7.
Well, yeah. Oh, man. Queen H4 check. Look at that, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think he has moved the queen.
Yeah.
He can't do this move,
Yes,
right? Because we're going to snap this off. For those of you who wondering why this can't happen, we will just take that, and then
That's another one.
we'll take this one too. Thank you. Come again, right? Oh my goodness. Okay. So where does the king move? Oh my goodness. Where does the king move?
E2.
E2.
Rookie 8 now?
What? Oh, rookie 8 as well? Oh, wait. Why can't I play rookie 8? Oh, because of knight to E4.
What about I play what about maybe knight D4? No.
Well, There's got to be knockout blows here. This looks okay.
B6? I don't know. B6?
Can I just hit the queen? No. Oh, we don't want to get this check. So we don't want to give this check up.
B6 maybe?
Oh my goodness. You said B6?
Yeah.
This.
That was the best move.
So okay. So I can't take this, right?
Because a bishop out my A6 check.
Right. Oh. we might not we might not put this on the air. We might leave this one right here. But man, that's just a win, man. You know what I'm saying? Yo, when the king is in the center, be aggressive. Just get the king. I don't know. I think everything wins, man. I don't know. Like, B6 is a wonderful move. But, like, yo, look at this king. You know. Listen, 1700s are not 2700s. Just saying. You know what I mean? Nah. Alright, so, yes, this looks wonderful. This attack. But it was all forced, by the way. So this position was all forced. I mean, unless he just refused, he just wasn't going to take this piece. I mean, you just up a piece then. If he just says, I'm going to castle instead of taking the piece back, then you're up a piece.
And you can't castle here, actually. You can castle queen side, but you can't castle king side.
Yeah.
Because he's walking in.
Yep. And then you're going to hit him with knight to f5 if he even castles here. Bing. See? So, oh, man. So at least we see that, right? You know, this is a learning experience. For those of you who are watching what just happened, let me give you guys a quick lesson. If you have a development league, and especially if you've castled and the other person's king is not castled, be aggressive, open the center up. Everything your coach told you not to do, you do it anyway. Okay? Do whatever you got to do to get to that king in the center. And if anything proves that, it's this game here with Roshan. So that was maybe a missed opportunity there. But anyway, there's more to the game. And if we go further, let's see. Here, oh, he did not castle. He played queen d2. And here we played rook e8. And then he said, woo, fine, castle, right? Even though, I'm still looking at this move, though, actually. Nah, I don't know if I want to take it now. So now you have isolated pawn, and you probably, now you don't want to trade as much. Here, you play bishop f5.
Ooh, bishop d. Oh, I was going to play bishop e6.
Yeah, and the reason why bishop e6 is okay, because, of course, if he takes, you don't have the isolated pawn, you're going to have these hanging pawns instead. But, you know, you still have the access, control over the center. You still have a space advantage. And you still have access to the f5 square, you know. Alright, so bishop to f5, but also this goes against the general rule of not trading when you have space advantage, right? Or not trading when you have an isolated d pawn. Unless those trades lead to something else like a development lead or control over weak square, things of that such. So here he plays g4, and I guess he doesn't want to trade. And then now h4, so he's just going with his normal plan that he would play against the dragon normally. Okay. Here you play f5 here, and then you just drop this e6, right? You played here. Wait, what? No, I must have messed up. G4, bishop e6, h4, bishop c8.
Yeah, there you
go. What? Where are you going?
I don't know. f5.
Well, I mean, like, okay, what's a good move here?
b6 again.
Do we need to take this bishop off his hands? No.
Bishop
takes. A good move.
Bishop takes?
Bishop takes and start trading? No. I don't think so. I was looking at this square on e5.
Queen c7. No.
Man, maybe. You do have an open c file. Maybe rook here is good. Right here. And that's another positive of having an isolated pawn that we didn't mention. it gives you use of a half-open file that your opponent can't use. So rook c8 looks like a pretty decent move as well. All right, so you play bishop c8, and I will just mention this: you play in 3 moves straight. You play bishop f5, bishop e6, and bishop e8. Right. All right. It's good. It's good. It's good, Roshan. That's why we review our games that we lose. You know, that's exactly why we review it.
I knew after I played Bishop C the whole thing was.
Yeah, yeah. No problem. All right, and then he plays h5, and then f5 was played. Okay, and then and another thing, you know, remember when you're being attacked on the king side, one of the worst things you can do is move a pawn on the king side. Okay, so I know, yeah. H takes G, H takes G, and then G takes F, and then bishop takes F here. Knight takes, looks like here. Knight takes, and then there's a check here. And then king F8, and then bishop C5, knight F to E7, and then queen F4. And there's a resignation there.
Because
okay.
bishop f6, queen takes f6.
Right. But that's cool though. This is, you know, you can't look at games that you analyze and look over. You know, it's kind of like you get rid of that loss when you analyze the game, right? You go through it and you were supposed to win the game, right? So that's cool to know. So in this video, we learned that when we're up in development, look for the most aggressive possibilities first. And if our opponent gets away and develops complete development, then we go back to normal. But before they get developed, you got to look for the knockout punch. And then, and also the isolated pawn, positives and negatives of an isolated pawn there in this video as well. Anyway, you won your first round, right? So you have 1 out of 2. And you have 3 more rounds to play today. So, I'm making a prediction that you're gonna play very well in those last 3 rounds. Actually, that's my prediction, right? You are, man. And and thanks for coming over here and doing the video with us. Okay. All right. And so for those of you guys out here, we're gonna be doing videos all throughout the day. And these videos, of course, we need you guys to like and share these videos to all of the chess enthusiasts and everyone. Share these videos and subscribe to the Michigan Chess Association YouTube channel. For Roshan Shaw, I am the Coach Wilson here, and we're representing Michigan Chess Association. I'll see you next time. Dang, he's supposed to win that game. Oh my goodness. He would have won that game.